Hi people, welcome to Kat's Intuition. Today I am finally getting around to doing a video that I had planned on doing over a year ago, I believe. I purchased this deck that I'm about to show you with very specific reasons, or a very specific reason, and it isn't that I wanted to just read with it. There's more. The Gill Tarot. So, in this video, you will come along with me as I strip this deck of its tarot title and reassign it an oracle. And I will get into all of the reasons as to why that is and all of that. So, I'm sure you have all seen this tarot. I will do a very quick little flip through of many of the cards so that you can get the feel of it. It comes along with a little white book. It is a US game produced deck. It gives you a little title card. These are the backs of the cards. And then it gives you the layout guide. Now, I liked some of the cards, but in the view of in the lens of an oracle, okay? I do not like the artwork on this for a tarot deck. I don't like the way the characters are drawn. I just don't. So it's like, well, then why buy it at all? Well, because seriously, when I saw it, I thought, oh, you know what? Many of these cards would be great for the purpose of an oracle. So they give you the number of the card and they give you the title in the majors. But when we get over to the minors, and I know I'm flipping through kind of quick, but we're going to go through it again. I just wanted to give you just a quick overview in case you haven't seen this deck before. I'm sure that many have, but so, okay, we're getting into the, oh, started right with the king. Okay, see, I am just unfamiliar with this deck. I bought it a year ago with intentions to do this and just left it on the shelf because, again, I didn't get it to read with it. I got it to dismantle it and do my own thing with it. So, as you will see, even on the quartz, you have keywords down at the bottom. Here we go. Okay, so they're going backwards completely then. See, despair. Like, I really like this one. But, okay, so just looking at these minors, don't you immediately get the feel of oracle? I mean, really? Just the big number in the center and then the two, or the number of swords representing, you know, the two of swords. So it's like pip, but not. I do hope I'm explaining myself well on this. I see it in my head exactly what I mean. It just, like, what? This is not doing it for me for tarot. Not even pip wise. For instance, this tarot here, first of all, I absolutely love it. This cardstock is yummy and delicious and I freaking love it, but it is a pip deck. I've shown this one before or spoke about it before. So this works for me as a tarot, as a pip. Oh, come on. It never wants to show me the pips when I'm showing it off. See? It's good. It's good. I really love this deck. Would I use this as an oracle? No way. But this one here, it just does not say tarot to me. It just doesn't. The very bold numbers in the middle, and I don't know. So I'm not going to ramble on any more about that. What I am going to do, and as I have mentioned a few times so far, I haven't gone over this deck. I don't know if I should have done that before the video, but I did want this to be my raw decisions of which card I like, which card I want to form into the new deck that I'm going to create as an oracle with this. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it isn't too boring. I'm going to have a no pile. I don't know if I'll have a maybe. I want to just be strict and just, do you like it? It's a yes for the deck or a no for the deck. Boom. but we may have a maybe pile. Okay, like for instance, this Fool. I like the premise around the message from the Fool, the new beginnings, and well, I'm not going to get into all of the meanings or how I see each and every card, or it would be super long. But so I just am not fond of the drawing there, so I'm going to go with no. And already I'm at a maybe. I like the Magician. I like that we have the lily and the roses down here at the bottom. I really like in her cape the detail that you can see there. It's the day and the night in her cape. I had never even seen that before because, again, I didn't really look at this. So this is going in the maybe. This, I just love the feel of this card immediately. This is going in the yes pile. The Empress, I do like this one too for bringing your ideas and your creations to fruition. I feel like that would work very nicely in an oracle deck. So I'm going to say yes. The Emperor here, now what helps me like this, I don't know if that's an odd way of saying that, I really like the volcanoes in the back. I like the eruption of all of these volcanoes in the back. My daughter would absolutely love this one just for the volcanoes alone. We went to the bookstore about 2 days ago and she fell in love with this ginormous book of pictures of volcanoes, and it gave information about where you can find these volcanoes and, you know, stats and details and information about it. And she's like, Mom, we have to have this for science. So we homeschool. She's going into the 1st grade, so I love that she was so enthusiastic with it. So okay, I'm sorry, I'm really trying to focus. I love the coloration. I love that we have that red really pulling in that raw feeling, that seriousness of our Emperor. And I love, and I don't know if it was intentional, I'm sure it was, but you see how these are erupting and then he has his foot on this one? It's implying that power of no. I said no more and I have the power to stop it. And he puts that power forth and he looks so determined. I love his funky striped staff. I love the symbolism on his shield. So this one, I like it for the oracle. Now, here's one that I like image-wise, actually. I like the use of these funky tiles, and I absolutely love the way they did the coloration in the title below for priest. I really like that one. Now, I don't know for my oracle deck. I am calling it my oracle deck. Sorry, it's not this. I didn't create this. This is not mine, but you get me, right? You get me. I want to put it immediately in the yes because, like I said, I love the visual so much. I like that we have the lilies and the sun and the roses, the color. We have the moon right here. And as far as the high priest goes, or the Hierophant, depending on which deck you have, this one is so very soft, right? He's welcoming. Many Hierophants can just feel as though they are dictating to you. They are dictating to you how things need to go and the ritualistic way of things. Even if you take the religious connotation out of that card and just look at it for what it is in the depictions, where the two figures are kneeling below our Hierophant or our high priest in the card, it's so very, you will listen to me, this is what I have to say, now go forth and do what I said. I like the cards that are softer on that feeds more into the message of here is knowledge and experience that I have acquired over the years, and I would love to help you and teach you, but you do what you will with the information, right? That's what this feels like. We may be scared to go forward, not knowing what's out there, and it's almost like he paused in this path in front of us and put his hand out and said, you know, come on, it's cool, I got you, I'm gonna show you what's out there. So, okay, well, I just talked myself into the card. I didn't want this to be like so crazy long and you have to sit here and listen to me go over each card, but since I didn't do this previously, it's you know, I got to talk through the process, so I'm sorry. All right, so here we have the Lovers. This is a very funky image up here that we have going on. And as far as Lovers cards go, this perhaps is not my favorite depiction because she looks like she is in distress. And is he kneeling and giving her a nice opportunity towards something, an invitation, an offer? Or is he pulling her And also, if we really go into it, this is downhill. So is he pulling her down? That is what it looks like at first glance, right? And the angel, or yeah, there's wings. The angel up here is looking directly at her and her at her. And she's raising her hand up as if to say, help, don't you see what's going on? Aren't you going to do anything about this? So whether we look at this as a choice is to be made, or we look at it as, you know, our passions and our loves, or even symbolizing people in our lives, either way, this just seems not so much the energy that I like. I'm going to put it in the maybe just because I don't hate it as much as I dislike this one, but it's also not giving me nice vibey vibes. Okay, so wow, look at this chariot. This chariot is definitely not a stagnant one. I love the way they blurred out the wheel here, so it really gives that feel of full-on motion. We have the horse's hoof here hitting the ground. I really do like that. I like that. And I love how peaceful the backgrounds of many of these cards are. For instance, in our priest, that is so very peaceful, and in our chariot, this is just, even though we have that movement and wind in his cape and in the horse's mane, it feels peaceful though. And I do like that one. So you know what? I'm going to keep chariot in the oracle. Strength. Okay. I've said this before. One thing that I absolutely love in a strength card is there to be this peace, this understanding between our main character and usually a lion, but whatever other reference or depiction that specific creator wants to add in there, right? But the point being is that I like when they're acting in unison. I like when they're coming together. They've already found that level ground, right? That inner strength, those inner demons have been conquered, and I like that. It's like they conquered and they left it behind. But I don't like when our main character is dominating the other one. I just don't like that. Love the snake going around the staff. So I really like the strength card, and I'm very pleased at how this one is depicted. So that is a yes. One thing I want to touch on really quick is another reason why I like this and why I feel like it's going to lend itself so nicely to being retitled as an oracle is the shape. If you notice, the shape is not your typical tarot size. For reference, this is a typical tarot, and you see that? Much, much, much wider and much, much, much shorter. So that is another thing that I really like, that because I am stripping it of its tarot title and deeming it an oracle, I like that it has that size variation from our typical tarot. So, I mean, that just hits perfectly, right? So the Hermit, this is a straight yes for me. First of all, the Hermit is one of my favorite cards to look at in a deck, and this one is perfect. I love this watercolor feel. It's so peaceful, and that is what I'm really finding about this deck, is I actually find this to be so very peaceful. And this is the first time, like I said, that I go through this deck card for card, because I had seen this online and I thought, ew, what an ugly deck. But then it's like I came across it again and I thought, wait a minute. I totally see that as an oracle. So okay, now visually, not really my favorite. I like images more dark, but for what it is, I do like how we have the suits on the four corners, and I like the premise, I like the meaning, I like the vibe of a Wheel of Fortune. It's perfect for many different interpretations in a reading. So I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune could be a very useful card to put in an oracle deck. I'm kind of tempted, however, to put it in the maybe pile. I don't know. So perhaps maybe let's talk it through a little bit. One thing that I do like in this Wheel of Fortune card is how in each corner we don't just have the representation of the suits, we have the elements behind them. We have stars and twinklies over here, and I'm not sure what's going on over here. They look like we will say tadpoles. They look like they look like tadpoles, which is odd. I mean, maybe if they were over here with the water, I would think, oh yeah, they are. I just want to look really briefly. Also, I have not gone through this book at all, but this will give us a good look, and this will be the one card that we look at the book for. So it says Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune illustrates the whirling of the cycles of nature and events in physical life. Pleasure, pain, and the full variety of life's experiences. It is surrounded and held by four elements within which it turns, and is surmounted by the eyes that survey the changing conditions of mortal life, as does your internal observer, while being above them. The black center covers a white radiant light, symbolizing that in temporal conditions, good may come of what we perceive as bad, and the reverse. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I actually like the way that book has things worded, at least for that one card. It didn't touch on what that is. Is that the pleasure part? I don't know. I am going to go with yes. This Justice is definitely coming to my Oracle deck. I love the gray gradients here. I don't know if this was on purpose, but just saying the gray gradients brought up not everything is black and white. How perfect for a Justice card. And see, these are things that I really like that I'm seeing as we go through these cards, is that just like that, your intuition is going to get sparks and hits on these cards, even from something as simple as the colorations in here, because a lot of times things cannot just be black or white, yes or no. There's that middle ground. There's that gray area. I love how she's grasping this sword with two hands, and from that is where we have the scales hanging. Also love our symbolism here crossing at the heart. So this is so good. Look at these colors too. The blues, the reds, that green. Love this green shade right here. Okay, so this immediately is a yes for the Oracle. It's going to be very major heavy, actually, and that's okay. I think that's going to be really, really good. All right, so the Hanged Man, immediately my thought is no. I don't like the clownish outfit. Why? You could actually go in really deep and answer and find your own interpretations as to why there's so many different colors of the spectrum here. You know, suspended, looking at all angles of things, really delving deep into stuff. But it's too distracting for me in the sense that I immediately go to clown. So I'm going to put that in the no. I like the background. See, and that's what was tough for me. I do like the background of this card. Again, it's peaceful night sky, but I just, no. Okay. And look at the coins on the bottom. It looks like he had change fall out of his pocket. Ooh, look at death. Okay, so this is an immediate yes as well. Oh, wow. I really like this death card. Look at these huge, gorgeous wings. And here, what's interesting is we have the veil covering the face. You can see the eye and the mouth here of the skull. And the eye over here, it looks like the eye is all the way over here on the other side, like it's being stripped back while the veil is open, or while the hood is open. Love that our death here is wearing a crown. Again, look at the peaceful background. Look at his huge scythe here. Love that. And he has all of our suits here. Everything changes. Everything goes through the cycles, no matter what suit we're looking at, right? I really love this one. This is an immediate yes for the Oracle. Okay, so we have Temperance, just taking it in a bit. Okay, of course we see the duality. We do see the need, or the bringing in of balance. Her hands up and down, and we have this whirling around her. It just makes me think that she's in the process of like working her magic, right? She's doing her thing to pull in the balance. She's wrapping it all up. You have the beautiful mountains in the background. This one, however, is a maybe for me. The Devil, I think the Devil is a very useful card to have in a deck. Not so much the Devil specifically like it is depicted in tarot, but a card that is representing people's addictions or obsessions, weaknesses, everything that you would associate with the Devil card, right? I do see that could be useful in a deck. He's licking his lips here like he's about to eat him. That's unusual. But we do have them chained up. Oh, they're like little demons themselves. I didn't notice that at first. They have hooves and little tails. See that there? So this one is all done up in beautiful robes and a chain around his neck. He seems to have a book here, a crown, gold coins at his feet. And then over here, she isn't very lavish like he is. She has no coins, and she's wanting that over there. That's a good one. That devil was a yes. The tower. Oof. I like the way it's depicted. Unusual lightning bolt there coming through. Do I want it in an oracle though? I feel like it could be very, very useful. For some reason, I'm tempted to put it in the maybe pile. I feel like I'm going to be going back and putting the tower in the yes pile. But for now, he's going in the maybe. The star card. I like how this star right here is immediately right upon her, radiating all of its goodness, all of the hope, all of the healing. She's watching her reflection in the water here. I'm going to say yes because I do like the vibes behind the star card, and so that's good. The moon, immediate yes. We have all of our familiar imagery going on here. Look at the moon. It's like she's crying, and these tears are coming down upon our figures here. And what's also interesting is it looks like we have bloody footsteps. This is a crab instead of the other little water creature that we usually see. Our German Shepherd and our wolf. So this is also very, very, very peaceful. This one is... So I also want to be sure that I'm not just putting the cards in the yes pile because I just like the way they look. Do I like the overall vibe? Do I like the meaning? Do I find it useful for the deck? Am I going to have overlapping things like that? But I like it. It's going. It's staying. The sun. Okay, so I used to not really care for the sun card very much. I have found this just huge respect lately for the sun card. I really love the feel good vibes behind the sun, and I am one of those that really love to see sunflowers in the sun card. I have mentioned in other videos that I used to not even like sunflowers until I found out what a wonderful working flower they are and how great they are for the earth. They are planted in horrible, horrible sites with lots of toxins, and even sites as bad as Chernobyl. That is a very heartbreaking event that happened, but they have even been planted there. And what sunflowers do is they suck up all the ugliness and toxins from the earth. They plant them, let them do their thing, and then they uproot them and dispose of them. I mean, how amazing is that? I absolutely love that. I think that's beautiful. So yes, so I have actually found new respect and huge love for sunflowers and the sun card. It's crazy how that came hand in hand actually, and how perfect now that the sunflowers go with the sun card. I mean, it's just not just because it's called a sunflower, but because of what I just said. And I love that so much. So looking at this sun card, it's good. Not my favorite visually. It's just not, I don't know. But for a sun card, it's really good. They're happy. This looks like I was going to say it looks like a very safe place, but actually, no, because of all of these points. Like if they slip and fall, they're impaling themselves. And they're going to have a horrible, horrible death. Very painful, very slow. I love the very pretty face that they have drawn on the sun. This one is going in the maybe. Okay, so here we have Judgment. Just like in the Lover's card, she's reaching up to our angel above. This is different from our typical imagery of a Judgment card. Usually we have like the coffins at the bottom, and they are standing facing away from us, looking up at our being up top here. They seem to be in water, and the baby is engulfed in this here. This is so giving me rebirth vibes, which would go perfect for Judgment. That rejuvenation, that rebirth. So at first I was going to put this straight into the no pile, but as I spoke through it, I do like this. And what I'm seeing now, it blend in with all of this white right here, this beautiful bird. Now, while it is white, and usually we see the phoenix with all those reds and oranges and yellows, I see this as the phoenix card. So this card, was going to be a no, but I spoke through it and it is now in the yes pile. Okay, now we have the world. I don't like the drawing of this being. That's going, while I like, the message of the world card, I just don't like that. So that is a no. Okay, so now we are getting into our minors. Briefly, I want to look at how many. So I only have three no's for the majors. For the maybes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I feel like the Tower and the Sun are going to end up going to the yes pile. I want to know, would you have put these cards in the yes pile? Magician, yes or no? Lovers, yes or no? Temperance. Oh, it is not called Temperance. I just caught myself on that. Tower and the Sun. Would you put those in the yes pile? Okay, so I feel like going through the courts might be a little bit difficult. I don't know. We'll see. So here we have the King of Swords with intuition. Visually, I think it's pretty cool. I like the lightning behind him. Love his feather throne. How cool. How different, right? But do I want it for the Oracle? I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and place these aside and we will start our piles again. So, I don't know. I don't know. He's going in the maybe. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. The Queen of Swords, reason. Very nice keywords down here. I do like that. Now, with tarot, you would read this a specific way, I suppose. Maybe Oracle, would you go more on the keyword if you were doing this? Or would you be able to disconnect from the straight tarot meaning? Let me know. I read very intuitively anyways, so I don't think that is going to hold me up, but we'll see. I don't know, because say in an oracle, we wanted a card that was going to get to the point of cross of, hey, you need to really come into your thoughts. You need to be in control of your thoughts. Don't run off at the mouth. Use reason, blah, 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 right? So if we want to deliver that message, do we need multiple cards to do that? So what if I just put the Queen of Swords in there? Because she would, of course, use reason and she would use her intuition. So I like the background on him a lot better than I like this yellow background. I'm not very fond of the color yellow, hence why I really didn't like sunflowers in the beginning. But I'm going to place her in the yes. And because she's in the yes, I almost want to take him out of the maybe and just put him straight in the no, because I don't feel like I need him in an oracle. What do you think? Let me know. Would you have kept him or not? I'm going to go with no. I don't need... I don't want to second guess myself too much on it. I don't think I need him in the oracle. This, I don't like how he's drawn. I don't like it. He is an immediate no. Okay, so here we have the Princess of Swords, which the Page of Swords, right? Here we have control. I do like the imagery, and I also like the little keyword that they chose. I feel like that's pretty good. While action is a good keyword for an oracle deck, I don't like what I'm seeing there. So this, I feel like this is yes. Here we have Desolation for 10 of Swords. Not really an exciting card to look at. I do like, this card for representing our ending, something coming to an end, and the hurt and the pain, and maybe you don't really want it to end, and things could feel like they're breaking all around you. So, okay. So, see, when I talk it out, it helps me. When I talk it out, now I want to put it in the yes. I was going to put it in the no, so I'm going to put it maybe. I don't know. See, because for me, right away, this one is a yes. 9 of Swords with despair. You're out here all alone. It's just, you would be feeling so small, and that despair feeling would be so big coming all around you. You're in the dark. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't know which way to turn. So I like that one. That one is a yes immediately. Also, of course, darker colors I'm going to be attracted to right away anyways. So our 8 of swords here, what I do like here is that the swords, when they're piercing a sword, we have little blood droplets here. That's pretty cool. I like the blood spattering. It's kind of a violent, it's like subtle imagery, but then whenever you dissect it the way I'm doing, it's kind of violent, right? We have the blood droplets from the swords, and then conflict is on a splattered blood puddle. So, that is going to be, I'm just put that, maybe that took me way too long. 7 here with uncertainty. I don't like the bright colors again, but also that is another reason why a tarot deck, for me, this wouldn't work. Tarot, I don't want all these funky colors. There could be an exception to the rule here and there. For instance, the Tarot of Oneness. We have a lot of colors being pulled in there, and I absolutely adore that deck, but I feel like when it comes to Oracle, I have more wiggle room for them to be funky. And I do like uncertainty here with the 7 of Swords. Yeah, that's going to go in the yes. 6 of Swords, look at this one. Okay, I immediately liked this one. How very interesting that we are seeing, our keyword here is change. And we have a blazing, blaring sun right here in the middle of our big 6. And the 4 swords that are right directly in front of the sun are just turning to ash, right? It looks like they're burning. So I like that one immediately. That could hit so many hits in a reading, right? 5 with this red and the loss. I would say yes. I think that this works really well. The 4 of Swords with rest. This is an immediate yes. Just looking at this, how pretty. The font is even prettier, it seems, in this. How interesting. This is with a capital R. They're not all capitalized. I don't know. Anyways. I think I'm too detail oriented, and sometimes that really holds me up because I can't get past certain things. Okay. We have this peaceful background. This beautiful flower here in the center. I mean, it's very detailed. It's so pretty. That is an immediate yes for me. 3 immediate yes. I know that so many people have many opinions around the 3 of Swords, being that the 3 swords are going through a heart. And heart, we're like, many people say, okay, but it's not emotional. Why is there a heart here? This is not just heartbreak. But I am in love with the classic 3 of Swords imagery with the 3 swords going through the heart. And I love that there is a heart there, because when we are going through a very stressful time mentally, when we are broke down and we are just filled with sorrowful thoughts and anxieties over certain situations that are going on, situations that we wish were not happening, and it is consuming our mind. If we are not okay mentally, we are not going to be okay emotionally either. Not even physically. Stress and anxiety come out and present so many symptoms that you wouldn't even think were from anxiety until you really stop and look at it. And so for me, I really like that, because it just shows how interwoven all of these thoughts and feelings are. So I really like it. It's a very deep card for me on so many levels. I don't know if it's because, I just resonate with it so very much. I don't talk about it often. I mentioned in one video, or spoke about it in one video, but I had a not so happy past and certain situations, and the way that people, specifically narcissists, have the ability to play with your mind and manipulate you, and you don't even know what's happening until that veil is finally lifted. So all of those mind games, right? The manipulation of the mind, of your thoughts, of how you see things and view things, and criticizing on how you even say things, that doesn't just stay in the mental area, right? It doesn't just stay in your mind. It starts to affect you within in all kinds of ways. And yes, your heart. You become saddened. You're going to feel it all over. And words can cut so horribly. They can affect you. So to me, this depiction is absolutely perfect. And to me, the imagery of the 3 swords going through the heart is absolutely perfect. It is, I really love the 3 of swords. So this is a definite yes. So here we have 2 of swords, and our key word is peace. Tarot-wise, I would have picked a different, personally, I would have picked a different key word, but as an oracle, do I want to keep this one in there? Interesting to me. I don't know if this is meant to pop out, but on the swords, there's bits of red spots. It almost looks like the swords have been wiped clean, but not all the way. Okay, so again, I have to stop thinking in terms of tarot because I am not building a tarot here. I am dismantling one. So do I want this for the yes pile? Peace with 2 swords. I mean, we do have the 2 heads, the 2 floating heads here. You know, in a way, you could push yourself to see this as water, and it's like they're floating on their back, right? And just their heads are out. Could you see this as peace? This is going for a maybe. I feel like if I have to go into it so very much like that, then it's a maybe. Here we have energy with the Ace of Swords. Energy would not, again, be the keyword that I would have picked for this, but I like it. It's such a simple depiction, as in it doesn't have a busy background, but I feel like it comes with a punch. Like it's like energy. Yes, this main sword, front and center. We have this big, huge A. So I like it. I'm going to go with yes. Okay, so we are done with the sword suit. Quickly recap, I have taken these into the no pile. The maybes for the swords was the 10. You know, the more I look at that, the more I'm feeling it should be in the yes pile. Let me know, would you put this in the yes or the no? 10 of swords, desolation, what would you do? 8 of swords, let me know your thoughts. And the 2 of swords. Look at our King of Wands here. I am really liking this one. Now, while I don't like yellow, it works here because we have that fire element. We have the sun behind our lion, and our lion representing our Leo, right? And our fire sign. So, I mean, this says fire all the way. Innovation for our keyword here, I think really, really does fit nicely. So this one is going to be a yes. Here with the Queen of Wands, we have reflection. I do like, again, we're sticking with that theme that we had in our king. They look great together. She's very pretty. Love how flamboyant our king and queen are dressed. For reflection, this is so fiery and so raw, right? For the keyword of reflection. I just feel like it would, I don't know, but I like it. I think I'm going to go with yes. Here we have the Prince of Wands. Okay, I actually am liking that. It says aspiration. Aspiration, I think in an oracle deck would be a great card to have. Again, so much freaking yellow, but I get why, being in our fire suit. So aspiration, keep or no? You know what? I like it. I'm keeping it. It's putting a lot of hits in my mind, messages. Now, see, now this would have been even great for our king and queen. Doesn't this give you such a rare feeling? More of the darker yellows and oranges and reds. But I like it for our king and queen. They're looking more peaceful. So our princess here coming in hot. We're looking at the back of her, and her wings are spread out. Her arms are reaching up, and this is for a page, for a princess, this is pretty powerful imagery, right? With the colors. Our word is transformation. The wings here also make me think of, like I was mentioning earlier in the judgment card, I believe it was, with the white bird. I was saying that usually we see a phoenix with this coloration. I like it. I'm going to go with yes. 10 of Wands with oppression. I would have liked a different keyword here for our 10. I can see it though. Hate this yellow in the back. Pretty much because of that, it's making me want to do a maybe. Here for the 9 of Wands, we have preparation. I do like that one. Also, of course, the darker colors make it easy to do. The 8 of Wands with speed. This one just seems so very simple. We see the 8 of Wands in our 8 here. Now, funny how they've been sticking to the fire color and fire representation so strongly, and then here moving into the 8, this feels very watery, right? Very, very, very watery. And something for speed, you would think they could have really pulled into the red and the fire, you know. But whatever, I like it. It's going in the yes. Ooh, look at our 7 of Wands here. Okay. Valor. Now this one's done up really cool. What would have been really nice is if just how they did the title here in our 7 and they, you know, manipulated it to fit in there perfectly. That would have been awesome to see throughout the deck. This would have made it even more interesting. It would have made it feel more creative. So I like that part here in the 7, something so simple. I like that one. We're going to put that in the yes pile. Look at this 6. Look how pretty. I want to say I really liked the 6 in the swords. Was it pretty like that? No, it was. What was so light and pretty? I really like the font in that word victory. I don't know. I feel like I saw like a really pretty soft card, and maybe it was the 4 of swords I'm thinking about. I don't know. Okay, so victory. Maybe not. No, I don't know. Look at the pink background. How unusual. I don't think we've had many pink backgrounds. So our 6 of Wands here with victory. I mean, this is just, yes, it's perfect. It's good. It's good. I would have thought perhaps that we would have had more red. Really wanting to pull in that fire for our victory. I don't know. Just me. But it works. I like it. So 5 of Wands for endeavor. Okay. Like the imagery here. I feel like this would work really well in an oracle. Imagery wise, even title wise, it works. Okay, so the 4 of Wands here, we have completion. This one feels very lacking in imagery, right? It feels like if you just go off of this, I totally get like, ooh, something you're going towards is about to burn to the ground. Like, it's just making me think home, making me think house, and making me think trouble is coming your way. Keep your eyes open. Don't allow things to box you in. Like, I am getting so many different hits than what the key word is telling me here. I don't see completion in this card. Completion would be a great keyword to have in an oracle deck, right? It would be a great message. And I guess I could ignore one or the other. And I'm sure during a reading, it would make itself clear to me whether we were going off the word completion or we were going off of the imagery. Of course, because half the time I don't even pay attention to the keywords anyways, but this is so contradictory to me. I don't know if I should keep it or not based on that and just give it a try. I'm going to go with no because I have too many feelings about that. So here we have the 3 of Wands and it is enterprise. I think that's pretty good. I like the sharpness of our 3. This top part here is kind of strange to me. It looks like 2 bushy eyebrows. Also, windshield wipers. So it's a little strange, but I like the overall message that we can get from that. The 2 for dominion, very obvious choice for the keyword here. But I like it. That's going to work. I like the colors. I like that the wands are representing our fire, even though it's a very blue, very calm card. But I like how he's got his arms stretched out all the way and he is grasping his 2 wands and he's looking out at everything. Looks like he's up on a bit of a hill. I like it. So now we are getting into, oh, here's our ace. That's right. We end with the aces. So our ace of wands with potency. I do like this one too. Falls into like passion and the potency of the new ideas and the new wants that you want to go forward and create or get done. So I like that one. Like, really feel that potency. I like how in some of them they play with the lettering. I wish that was seen more prevalent throughout. I really do. I think that they missed a great opportunity there on the playfulness of the titles because they do it in some and it's like, ooh, why didn't they continue that on? So for the no, I only have 1, which is the 4 of wands, and completion. For my maybe, it was the 10 with oppression, although I really do I think I'm going to put that in the yes. I don't know. And we'll go over the yeses in a moment. So here with our King of Cups, immediately, I like the visual of the card. I think it's really, really cool. The King of Swords, he was sitting on this big feathery throne, and we have this big fish type throne. Big cup that he's holding here. I like his blue crown. I love the crashing of the waves coming around him. That's perfect for inspiration, so that's going to go in the yes. So our Queen of Swords coming in looking really, really sad. First of all, can we take in her outfit, please? That looks so beautiful. Her dress looks like a fishing netting lace put over the bottom of her dress. So pretty. It looks like seaweed sewn into her dress here. Her shawl looks very flowy, very nice and representative of water. Her hair green. I love the spiral seashells in her crown. His crown should have been shells too. That would have been really pretty. Love our full moon over here. Very, very perfect. She has fish, what would that be called? Accents on her dress. Her hair is all curly. It's green. I love the colors, the greens, the blues of this card. So I like that one. Contemplation, she really, really looks, they did a good job on the face here, because she definitely really looks like she is in deep contemplation. Okay, so now, oh goodness, I don't like the drawing of the face here in our prince. I think that creativity on its own is a great keyword to have in an oracle deck, but visually this is kind of like our Four of Wands all over again for me. Visually, these two send very, very different messages. If anything, that would be a great Four of Cups, right? But she looks sad. She looks very like she's in that mood of contemplation as well. Here, it doesn't look like she's about to get creative. She looks bored out of her mind. So I could, again, ignore the keyword and just go off of my feelings of this, or ignore that and go, but you know what? It's going in the no. Oh, okay. So our Princess of Cups, they went full on mermaid. Big cup here that she's swimming up. Evolution. That's interesting. Our Wands, our Princess of Wands, I believe, was transformation. And here we have evolution. So the princesses are really giving us that feeling of growth and moving forward. Evolution. Do I want this as an oracle card? I think, yeah, I mean, that could work. It's good. So here we have the Ten of Cups with success. This is a really great one visually. I love that the zero back. Okay, a little bit of technical difficulties there. Sorry if I repeat myself, but I was commenting on this card how we have a snake in the background, and I really like the detail there and how he is biting his tail. I love all the flowing from one cup to another. Definitely abundance and success, and the different colors and layers to the earth behind it. It's just very nicely done. So I say yes to this one. This one immediately, I do not like this. Content, the Nine of Cups, like, I get it, but it's so lacking. Like, did they get bored? Did they run out of creative ideas? That one is just a straight no. Here's the Eight of Cups with instability. Not necessarily the word I would choose for the tarot card, but I do like this as an oracle addition. So much cracking in the background, and with the eight and the cups spilling out the water. I like that. Even the moodiness of the water was nice. This one does not feel like it goes at all, but I guess, you know, it does go well with the word imagination. So Seven of Cups here with imagination. I really, again, like the creativeness here. I like all the detail. I mean, look at these two. Look at these two. How I said it just looks so boring. And here there's detail in the seven. All these cups are in here. This dragon, also colorful, wrapping around the seven. And now we do have cups here inside the nine, but still, I mean, that just seems so lacking, that nine. So that's a definite yes. Here with the six with satisfaction. I believe that this is also a good one. Is it my favorite visually? No. So, actually, the more I talk it, should I put it in the maybe spot? I don't know. I was going purely on the keyword satisfaction because that does sound like a really good one to have. But you know what? I don't know. That is a maybe. All right, so here with our 5 of cups, and it was regret. Now this one is pretty cool. It's also very dramatic. We have these cups, these water drops flowing down, and in each water drop we have a teeny tiny little image of a cup. It's good. I like it. It's impactful. I say yes. The 4 of cups here with this like oozing down. It doesn't even look like water. It's just straight green. Yeah, it works for the feel of the card. I like it. That'll be good. The 3 of cups with joy. The image doesn't say joy to me, and again, we're running into that. Do you pay attention to the keyword or do you pay attention to the image? I don't like that it's so conflicting. And the cards that I have had previously that did this, I have put them straight into the no pile because I don't really like it. Now the imagery, I like. I do. And oh, you know what? Okay. It looks like this is flowing from the main bigger cup in the center to the small one. So I could see that. The coming together, the giving. So it's a joyful moment. Actually, again, I spoke it through and I like it. Love, here with the 2 of cups, the colors are working for me. I love the color gray. That light blue actually is going pretty nicely with it. I love the few little droplets that we have here down on what looks to be like a big open lotus flower, maybe. The 2 faces in here. I like it. Let's keep that one. Here with the Ace of Cups with beauty, and beauty could cover so very much, right? So right off, I'm just going to go ahead and say yes. Now we are entering into our pentacle suits. I feel like this video is way too long. I may have to break it up into 2 parts. I don't know. Here with the King of Pentacles, I will say I really like the thrones that they gave the kings in this deck. They have been quite creative, right? The one with the fish and then the feathers. Here we have I don't remember what the one and for the wands was, but here with the pentacle suit, he's in a throne of branches and he's holding the globe in his hand. It's nice visually. Okay, have you guys seen the show The Umbrella Academy? You guys know Klaus? He is my favorite character. I love Klaus. This so looks like him. So looks like him. Okay, so this, though, however, even though it's got a lot of creativity and stuff, I just don't, it's going in the maybe. Here, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles, I like everything here except her gown. Again, it just is saying clown to me, and I don't like it because, unlike here where it is colorful, so it's not so much the coloration or the multiple colors, it's the polka dots. And whereas I immediately saw color here, right, in the king, I didn't think, ew, clown. Here, that's where my mind goes immediately. I just don't like it at all, so this is a no. Okay, here with the prince, construction, I mean, yeah, I can see where that could fit and be useful, but it's going in the maybe. Okay, with the princess, here we have growth, and she's working with her hands outside, enjoying nature. We have a bowl outside. Very nice. Growth is a good one. That's going in the yes. Ooh, okay, so the 10 of Pentacles with prosperity. We have this, what looks to be perhaps an apple tree, and yeah, that's a yes. The 9 with prudence. I'm not feeling this one. So very yellow. It's a bit boring. I'm going to say no. 8. Ooh, okay, so this is a great one. 8 of Pentacles, skill. You see him working away down here. That's good. So that's going in the yes. So 7 is delay. I like it. It's okay. It's like boring in a good way, I guess, because I was looking at this one and I had mentioned how that one was boring. Well, I mean, technically so is this one, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe because it's not overpowering yellow. I like it though. I like the little detail in the 7 here. You see it's like wrapping around. And to me, it looks like little tiny coins falling down, and you have to wait for them to fall. It's that delay until they become big and produce more. That's just where my mind goes with it. Here's the 6 with well-being. I don't like these circles with the color. It almost looks like candy to me. So again, my mind either goes to clowns or can't. I don't know. I don't like this one. I like the keyword for well-being. And I kind of like how this is like all coming together no matter what aspect of your life it is. So the more I talk about it, the more I'm thinking yes, because of where it can or could possibly take my mind, take a reading. So for now, I'm going to put it in the yes because, yeah. Okay. Number 5 with adaptation. I'm going to say no. I just don't, it doesn't, I don't know, I don't like it. Ooh, okay. So I like this one with order. I like that. That could take you in so many different places. That's going in the yes. The 3 for gain. Definitely. That's good. Oh, this one's actually pretty. This has to be the prettiest card in the entire deck. Even though it made me think, yes, of the Ace of Swords. This is also very soft, but I don't know, it just hits different, right? I don't know. This one just seems dainty and soft and well balanced, not chaotic, not overly colorful. I like that one most definitely. And our last card here, yes, they really did a great job on these 2 cards here. I believe these are the best ones. And this one, they look very realistic too, right? The others look so very cartoony and abstract in ways. These look more realistic in my opinion. The earth is very pretty. I love the crown on the earth. Love the little details on the sides. Good keyword with that one. So that ended on a good note. All right. So I am going to gather up all of my no's. We're going to look at them. I'm not going to dwell on them very long and go from there. This video, oh, so sorry you guys, it's so getting long. Okay, so here they are. Shall I lay them out like this so we can really see them? Here are the no's. An overall glance is really nice. I'm liking that so I can really get a good feel of everything. I want to move that into the maybe pile and out of this straight up no pile. So I'm happy with my no's. Now let's look at my maybe pile. Okay, so I'm already seeing some that I'm kind of like, I think I want to put them in my yes pile. And that would be the sun because of how I feel around that card in general. The Tower actually is a nice looking one. Temperance I still don't really know about. And because it's not a straight no, I'm thinking I should just put it in my yes. So I'm going to take the Sun, the Tower, Conflict, and Desolation. Yeah, I think I'm going to take those. Let me know your thoughts. Would you have put Temperance into the yes pile? And let me know why. But for now, these are going into the no pile. Okay, so no pile is growing. Now, I'm going to lay out all of the yes cards. So we can take one more like overall view. They won't all fit, but I'll just replace them, as we go. And we'll also do a practice reading once I finalize my choices. All right? See how very colorful it is? That's totally like a no-no for me in tarot. But the oracle feel of it, yeah, I think it totally hits. All right, so just overall, I'm still feeling pretty good about the choices here. So those are definitely staying in the yes. The Priestess could totally replace, again, the King of Swords because of the whole, she could totally represent the intuition, right? And so much more. So that's why he was in my maybe, because I knew that I had her in here. Construction, okay, laying that down, I'm still not too sold on. It's pure imagery for me on these two. I just think that they will be useful. So I'm going to leave them in. And if as I'm using them, I just really don't like when they pop up or I don't like using them, I can simply take them out. So here overall, let me know your thoughts. I think yes, I think we're still doing really well. The Two of Cups, of course, that's one of my favorites, along with the Ace. I think it's so pretty. All right, so again, here looking, I believe the only one that I'm not like just, ooh, yes, is, I would say just that one. So that's pretty good. And we have a few more to go. The Hermit most definitely is a yes. I'm going off screen, aren't I? And then these were the converted from the maybes to the yes, which was the Sun, the Tower, Conflict, and Desolation. I think those work beautifully. All right, so I'm not sure how many we have here because I'm not sure how many I added to my no pile after the fact. I'm going to pick all these up, count them, and I will let you know what I ended with. Okay, so this is actually very surprising to me. I was expecting to have so many in my no pile. I only have 16 in my no pile, which that leaves me with 62 cards in my yes pile. That's crazy to me. That really is. Now I'm wondering, like, did I really take out that one? Ugh. But no, I mean, I talked through it. That's why this video is 50, 100,000 hours long. So yeah, okay, so I'm actually anxious to break this in as an oracle, and I'm very curious to see how I do, like, mentally with dissociating it with it being a tarot originally. So I'm very excited. I'm going to give these a good shuffle, get the feel for it, get my energy all into it, because like I told you before, I had not messed with this deck at all. So this is straight out of the box, and yeah, and we'll do a little reading. Let's do it. We're just going to see what message our new oracle wants to tell us. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we're just going to do a very simple one. We're going to lay down 3 cards. Ooh. Oh, okay, so this is perfect, beautiful, very clear, very concise, perfect. So right now, you could be thinking you want more out of life. You could be thinking that certain projects, certain hobbies, certain job ventures, whatever it may be for you specifically, you want to see more growth. Perhaps you feel like it isn't growing fast enough for you. You could feel like there's so much going on around you, and perhaps you are telling yourself you just can't keep up, and there's so much that you want to do. There's so much that you want to conquer. There's so much you want to be able to look upon and be like, yes, this is what I'm going to do next. But you feel stuck in this one spot, right? So in order for that growth to come, so that you can look out over everything ahead of you. You see how our figure is facing us and this one's facing that way. It's absolutely perfect. So in order to get to this stage here, you have to allow yourself the rest, your body, your mind, your emotional state. You need to allow yourself the rest that you need in order to grow. You could be already achieving some kind of growth, but as I said, I'm getting the feeling here that you are in the state of it isn't enough and it isn't fast enough. Yes, I'm growing. Yes, I'm seeing the benefits of what I've been doing, but I want more and I want it faster. It's just not happening fast enough for you. And you're feeling that rush. You're feeling that impatience underneath your feet, right? But you're going to burn yourself out. So emotionally, mentally, physically, you've got to provide yourself with a release. You need to set those things, not so much on the back burner, not on to the side, but you just need to allow yourself to acknowledge the areas where you can sort of step back a little bit and just take a small rest. Just small. You don't have to abandon everything. Just a small rest, so that you can gain the mental clarity that you need to move forward, so that you can get grounded and feel solid in order to move forward, and so that you'll be able to map out, well, not just map out, but map out and move through the plan of what you want to do next. That's the second phase you'll be moving towards. But for that to happen, you've got to rest and woo-saw it out. Okay, so wow, that was really good. I really do like how this came together. What a clear and concise reading. And what I really like also is that I didn't go into this using the tarot and using all of these cards. So I didn't have to worry about any of these cards that I don't want to see because I don't like the imagery, and I don't have to be thinking about that going into a reading. I don't have to be shuffling the cards and get distracted and let my mind wander by thinking, ugh, I really hope I don't see the Queen of Pentacles in her clown suit. I mean, look at even the bottom. You know, I hope I don't see that sad looking Prince of Cups. That's what's really great here too, is that I don't have to see any of that come up, or I don't have to worry about it coming up, nor do I have to see it once it inevitably would pop up, right? Let me know your thoughts on this whole process. Do you like the Gill Tarot? Do you truly like all the art in this deck? Because I don't know. That'd be kind of hard. I love this because I just see Klaus. I kind of just want to set it aside as my Klaus card. It's so funny. So let me know, please, 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 let me know your thoughts on this. I know the video was long. As I said, I may put it into 2 parts. I don't know yet, but so there we go. There is the no longer known to you Gill Tarot. There is the Gill Oracle. Nothing but love. Bye.